So I'm going to give you an example here. And this is San Diego. SD is San Diego. And this is San Francisco, SF. All right, SF is San Francisco. I believe the distance between San Diego and San Francisco is like 450 miles. I've done that a few times. So this is 450 miles, right? Distance. Now I have a black Porsche. It's a 911. It's an older model, but I fixed it myself and it can go 100 miles an hour. And I painted it with a special paint so that the cops can't even give me a ticket. You know, it's like a stealth car. So when they, bounce a radar off of me, the radar scatters, they can't even see me. I was going at 100 miles an hour, right? 100 miles an hour. An hour. And I wanted to go to San Francisco, 450 miles. How long would it take me to get to San Francisco?
4.5 hours.
Yeah, that would be an answer that anybody would give, right?
It depends on traffic.
Thank you. That's correct. It depends on traffic also. But you see, here's what happened. So I went from San Diego, I went to Las Vegas to some gambling. And after Las Vegas, I went to Reno to see my ex-girlfriend. And after Reno, I went to Coalinga to Harris Ranch to have a steak, lunch or dinner, whatever. And then after that, I went to San Francisco. So I didn't give you all the information then. All I told you was my speed. This is my speed. I didn't tell you I was going north on 5, did I? No. I didn't tell you I was going to go 101. I didn't tell you anything. I just said, that's my speed. Here's the distance, right? All right. So what is this then? Well, this is called speed. So speed is the distance traveled in time. That means I can go around and around, like I can go around like this. I'm not going anywhere. Maybe I'm going 100 miles an hour, and maybe I want to go to the store, but at this rate, I'll never get to the store because I'm going in circles. So what is it that I'm not giving you? I'm giving you the speed, which is the distance that I'm traveling in time. So in 1 hour, I'm going 100 miles. That's my speed. Now, there is something else called velocity, and velocity is the speed, all right, but it has direction. So I go, I'm going 100 miles an hour due north, something like that. So this is called velocity. Velocity is, that's all it is, speed with direction. So speed with direction is called velocity. So what's an example of that? 100 miles per hour due north. That'll be it. So it'll be 100 miles per hour due north, or northeast, or northwest, or west, or east, or what have you. So if you've taken other math classes, you know this is called a vector. So a vector has direction, and speed doesn't have direction. So velocity with direction, speed has no direction. All right. So I'm going 100 miles an hour. Now, I want to accelerate. I want to go faster. It's not 100 miles an hour is not enough. So I'm going to go 105 miles an hour, 110 miles an hour, right? But it takes me 1 second to go from 100 miles an hour to 110 miles an hour. So what is my acceleration? How much did I accelerate? What is acceleration then, right? So we want to figure out what acceleration is now. So acceleration is the change in my velocity in time. So that's the change of a velocity in time. Remember, I was going at 100 miles per hour. So I'm going at 100 miles per hour due north. All right. And then after 1 second later, I'm going 110 miles per hour due north. All right, so what is my acceleration now? Let's see, that would be 10 miles, right? 10 miles per hour. That's how much faster that's my speed is increased, right? From 100 to 110 miles. I'm still going due north, so this is velocity, it's not acceleration. And then that's change of velocity happens in 1 second. So that will be 10 miles per hour per second due north. And that's called acceleration.
Could
Yeah.
you, I can't see the bottom.
You can't?
Mm-mm. It's
Oh,
cut
no.
off halfway.
Something's wrong with your camera then, because I'm giving it to you here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You can even see that.
Now I can see it.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome.
Are our people pictures in the way?
Huh?
No.
No.
Yeah. For me, I just have to move the
Yeah, just
us on the way.
you gotta get used to Zoom, I guess. You know what a pain. I hate those little pictures that Zoom has. It's always on the way. All right. So now, what if I went 100 miles per hour due north, and then 2 seconds later, I was going 110 miles per hour due north? Then I'll be accelerating 5 miles per hour per second due north, right? Because it took me 2 seconds to accelerate 10 miles, and each second I accelerated 5 miles per hour per second due north. Okay, now, a question to ask you guys. And this is pretty key, actually. So let's see. You guys have seen those races, car races that they have. Mostly, you know, like in the South, you know, like in Atlanta or something, they have car races. What do they call those car races? Man, it's not good.
Track race?
NASCAR?
Not NASCAR. Yeah, that's it. NASCAR. All right. So here's a NASCAR track, and it's a nice and round NASCAR track. All right. And here's a car. Here is a car. And it's going at, let's say, 180, wow, miles per hour. Constant. It doesn't change the speed. It's not, you know, going faster or slower. Is that car accelerating if it keeps its speed at 100 miles per hour?
No.
Right? It turns out that it is accelerating. Why is it accelerating? Let's take a look. Because it says acceleration is a change of velocity in time, right? So change of velocity. What is velocity? Speed with direction. Now I'm changing my direction constantly, so I'm constantly accelerating. This is a constant acceleration. So how do you know which direction you're going? When you draw a line from the center of the track to the position of the car, you're going here now. Later on, you're going this way. You're going this way. So you continuously are changing your direction